What's up, man? Patrick James here for another raw dating advice video. And in this video, we're gonna be talking about exactly how you can meet your dream girl and get her attracted to you. Cue the intro. Don't chase a unicorn. That's gonna be the theme of today's video. Now, before I get into exactly what that means, I want you to scroll down below this video, hit that subscribe button if you're not already subscribed, and also turn on my notifications. That way, every time I upload one of these videos, whenever the fuck I feel like it, you'll be notified the second it hits the internet, and you'll be the guy on top of your raw dating advice. Now, what do I mean by don't chase a unicorn? I mean that a lot of guys come to me and they are literally chasing unicorns. And I'll give you an example of a guy who I met in Los Angeles a couple months ago when I went to LA. If you don't remember, go back and watch the vlog, roll the clip. It all starts with getting in your body
and then getting in someone else's.
But when I was in LA, I went out to the clubs with a few friends that I have in Southern California, and one of them brought their friend to come out with us, and he was a computer programmer. Now, my first impression of this guy when I met this computer programmer was, that guy's a nerdy computer programmer, all right? I looked at him and I saw the long black hair that was greasy, and it was compensating for the fact that he was balding, and he was wearing an American Eagle polo that was out of style a whole decade ago, all right? So if my first impression of this guy is nerdy computer programmer, what do you think the girl's first impression is of him that's at the club? Don't chase a unicorn. Now, I'm not saying that that guy doesn't have a chance at meeting girls and attracting girls. I'm just saying he needs to be more cognizant. He needs to be more aware of the vibe, the impression that he's putting out into the universe. And if he's not willing to change that, then he needs to be more realistic about the types of girls that he's actually going to get, all right? So how do we stop chasing unicorns and actually start getting the girls that we actually want? Because I asked this guy, what kind of girl do you actually want to attract? And he told me, like, straight up, I want a girl who's like in her 20s, she's young, she's into fitness, she's hot, right? And he's describing like the stereotypical like hot girl at any nightclub, but he's not gonna get that girl the way he currently is. So what I want you to do is I want you to make a mindset shift with me here right now, that you're gonna join something that I call the thriving few. Because the way I like to see it, the way I like to put it is, we've got the thirsty many and we've got the thriving few. Now, the thirsty many is 98% of guys in the world. The thirsty many, they go up to a lot of girls, they don't change anything about themselves, but they try to sell themselves the way they currently are to a lot of girls. Now, you've probably seen these guys, they're out, they're approaching hundreds of girls a night, they're cold approaching a lot of women, they're saying all these attraction sparking lines, but they're not keeping in mind the impression that they're giving out to the world. And they might approach 300 women and one of them might be into him. Or they just meet women by happenstance, by chance, right? A girl happens to be their coworker and she's Becky from down the hall, and that's like the only hot girl that they ever meet because they never go out and approach girls, and they hope that Becky likes them back, all right? So basically, the thirsty many, they try really hard to sell themselves to women, and they're coming from a place of scarcity. They don't have a lot of options, and when Becky from down the hall finally goes out with them, they get really excited, and they go, bro, I got Becky from down the hall, I got a girlfriend, right? But let's be honest, like, Becky from down the hall could be a lot hotter. They could probably get a lot hotter women, a lot higher quality women, but they're coming from a place of scarcity. They don't have many options, right? So I don't want you to be part of that. I don't want you to ever be in the thirsty many anymore. What I want you to do is commit to being one of the thriving few. Now, the thriving few, they don't sell themselves, they market themselves, all right? The purpose of marketing is to make sales irrelevant. If you have proper marketing, you don't have to sell yourself ever, all right? So that's what the thirsty many do. And they also come from a place of abundance because they're marketing themselves properly. They are realistic about the types of girls that they're going to attract with the way they present themselves. So they continually improve themselves. They continually try to get a little bit more swagger. They improve their game. They improve the way they present themselves. And they go to where the girl that they want is likely to be. And because they do all those things, they're coming from a place of abundance. When they get one girl that they're really interested in and they finally make her his girlfriend, they're coming from a place of, I like this girl out of all the girls that I could be with, so I choose her. all right? That's the key difference. So now that we know how the thirsty many and the thriving few think, it's pretty obvious how you're gonna get your dream girl. You're not gonna be selling yourself anymore, you're gonna be marketing yourself. This is marketing 101, all right? How do you market yourself in a way that's actually gonna get you the girl that you actually want? Well, there's 3 steps. Step 1 is defining what the fuck you actually want. And now I'm not talking like physical qualities, I'm talking about non-physical qualities, all right? Is the girl that you actually want into yoga, into fitness? Does she eat right? Does she take care of herself? Because if that's the case and you're going out to the club every night to meet her, you're not gonna meet her. Because the girl that's into health, fitness, yoga, hiking, and eating right, she's not going out to the club and getting fucked up with their sorority sisters. Okay? That's just a simple fact of life. So when you start thinking marketing, it's gonna be more obvious where you're gonna meet the girl that you actually want. And to meet that girl, you gotta first define a few non-physical qualities that are going to make up this girl's character, right? Is she into health, fitness, yoga, or does she like to go out on the weekends? And if she likes to go out on the weekends, what does she look like? What kind of friends does she have? What does she do that are her hobbies? All right, so list out, this is a little challenge to you right now, list out 5 to 10 non-physical traits of your ideal woman right now. So that's step 1. Step 2 is go to where that girl is likely to be. So let's just run with the example of the first girl who's into health and fitness, eats right, stays fit, and she's probably in her young 20s. Well, that girl is likely going to be going on hikes. She's likely going to be in yoga classes. She's likely going to be going to meetups that are not where a lot of people are getting fucked up. All right, that girl is going to be in places where people who are healthy and take care of their fitness and all that stuff. Where can you meet her in those areas? And this takes a little bit of research, all right? Maybe it's Tinder for you. Maybe it's starting to go to some certain meetups around yoga, fitness, meal prepping, that sort of thing. Or maybe you just want to put in your bio, yo, I really like girls who are into health, fitness, and love meal prepping and love yoga and don't go out to clubs because she knows there's more to life than alcohol. When you start doing things like that, now you're attracting the girl that you actually want. You're putting out into the universe, this is my type of girl. So that's step 2, is meeting her where she's at. Now you know who you want, now you gotta meet her where she's at. And step 3 is reverse engineering what kind of guy she's going to be attracted to, all right? So if you're a computer programmer and you look like a nerdy computer programmer, but you know that you want the healthy fitness girl who's into yoga and takes good care of herself and likely has a lot of friends, right? You gotta start being social, you gotta start presenting yourself like someone who also is healthy and takes care of his fitness and eats right, right? You can't be greasy, you can't be wearing clothes that are out of style last decade. You gotta start presenting yourself like the guy she's going to be attracted to. And then on top of that, you also gotta have the character traits of a man who she might be attracted to, which is a lot of what we talk about on Raw Dating Advice. How to pass shit tests, how to keep your composure, how to be charismatic, how to have the gift of gab and never run out of things to say. All those things go into it, but the foundation is marketing yourself in the proper way. I hope this is starting to make sense, and I hope this is kind of guiding you on where you need to go, on what you need to be doing to start getting the girls that you actually want. Because the last thing I want for you to do is to be fucking spinning your wheels and not getting anywhere with this stuff because you're not marketing yourself properly to attract the girls that inspire good game out of you, all right? That's the whole point. We're here is to be one of those thriving few and not the thirsty many. I hope this video makes sense, and if it did, give me a thumbs up because I love when I get some thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Turn on my notifications. When you do, leave a comment below. Say, hey, notifications on, and I'll give you a shout out in my next video. On that note, peace out, and I'll see you in the next video. Okay.